Morning Drive with you on YouTube. How about Tiger Woods? I mean, really, who would have thunk it? A 15th major championship last season. Yes, a 5th green jacket at the Masters. What a Sunday it was. Emotion inside and outside the ropes. Without question, a high point of his 2018-19 season. 12 starts, the victory, 4 top 10s, 2 missed cuts for the 81-time PGA Tour winner who makes his season debut this week in Japan at the Zozo. So let's buy or sell. Tiger Woods will finish in the top 10 this week. Get off to a great start.
Top 10.
Yes.
This week in Japan. Selling that one, I'm afraid. I don't think Tiger Woods looked really ready for any top 10 challenges. After watching the Skins game Monday, I thought that his iron game was way off early. He made adjustments as a professional golfer does, as Tiger Woods is very good at doing, but he certainly wasn't clicking on all cylinders. I thought that he really struggled with a couple of the putts. He hit a putt on 18 that was memorable in how bad it was, actually. So I didn't see enough to make me think that his good was going to overcome those bad, really bad swings. So, yes, I'm saying outside the top 10.
Sell, Mortimer. Sell. How about you, Brendan Porat?
I'm with Robert here. If this is a stock, I'm selling every last share. Get it off. Get it away. Get out of here.
Wow.
I think it's a little aggressive for a top 10 in his first start. We haven't really seen him since, late August, mid-August, and quite honestly, we haven't seen him really as a competitive golfer since April, right? Those last 6 starts, that whole summer was kind of just this celebration and victory lap, as it should have been, But playing golf seemed secondary almost, or even a pain, right? We saw a lot of grimacing, a lot of hobbling. Ideally, that surgery in the offseason here is taking care of some of that pain. I just think it's a little crazy to expect him to come back immediately top 10 it. I know the field is smaller, but immediately top 10 it. I don't even know that he's motivated like that for an event like this.
The party's over, though. Now it's back to work, and that's why I'm buying Tiger Woods, finishing in the top 10 this week in his season debut at the Zozo Championship in Japan. This is who he is. He wanted and deserved, I believe, the opportunity to celebrate that 15th major championship. But there are some greater appointments that he wants to make this season. A 16th major. How about representing the United States in the Olympics? To do so, he will need to be focused, happy, and healthy. I believe he is all 3 of those things with that appointment in Tokyo in the summer. That's where his focus is going to be. A gold medal, a silver, a bronze. Tiger Woods will finish in the top 10. Don't you think this new motivation will give him a little bit of fresh energy?
I don't know. I think you're looking at a guy, let's say he does top 10. What does that do for him? He finishes 9th.
Right.
What does that do for him? He's got nothing until Hero, and even then he's going to be consumed with the flight over to President's Cup and captaining that team, and then you've got the time before his next season. We'll say next year starts up, probably Torrey Pines.
We're talking about the GOAT. And you're talking about points, like these points in mid-October.
World ranking points.
He doesn't these points that aren't even in his mind.
This isn't kept up. Every time he tees it up, it's important for Tiger Woods.
Top 10 is aggressive.
All right, let's move on. Another question. Buy or sell at least one victory for Tiger Woods, for an 81-time PGA Tour winner.
All right,
buying or selling?
So I'm not bullish on this week, but I am bullish on the season. I am going to buy a victory for him this coming season. Last year he had 12 starts.
Yes.
And he got a victory in 12 starts. I think he's going to add even a start or 2 more to that. The general sentiment is that he's going to start shrinking that schedule here in the sunset of his career, as I would call it. But I think he's going to play a little bit more than he did last year. I think his health will allow that towards the back half of the season. And I think we focus, and I have too, we focus a lot on that struggle of those last 6 starts where he missed some cuts at majors. He withdrew at the Northern
Cross. The struggle was real.
Right, it was a struggle. But we forget, outside of that Masters win, he had 5 top 20s in 6 starts. He was regularly in contention. If he had enough rounds to be measured, he would have been a top 20 player, strokes gained, tee to green, even with that disappointing second half. So he was a really good player there in the first half. So it wasn't just that 1 week lightning in a bottle at the Masters. He was a strong player. What we saw in 2018 was there in the start of 2019, and I think that form will be there again this year, and he'll get a win.
He was a strong player going into Augusta. He was extraordinarily strong at Augusta, and then that fella took a hiatus, and somebody else came out and played for Tiger the rest of the season. I don't want the fact that he's won 81 times to diminish how hard it is to win on the PGA Tour. Just one win, and it's harder today than it ever was. That being said, I'm buying.
Yes.
He's going to get a win.
Yes.
He's going to get a win. He's one of the absolute 2 greatest of all time. There's no doubt he can beat anybody any given week if he catches lightning in a bottle. If he is resigned to playing 12, 13 events a year, he's never, ever, ever going to be as prepared as the other players who are playing 25, 26 events. He's always going to be relying on just getting hot a given week. But who can get hotter than Tiger Woods when he's on?
You got a spot or two where he generally plays places that have been friendly to him.
That's what I'm looking at. I mean, you think Torrey, but that's going to be after the President's Cup, long way off Riviera. He'll play, but that's just not going to happen. It doesn't seem like that's going to be on his resume. I like Bay Hill.
Bay Hill.
I like Bay Hill. Florida.
8 wins, yeah. We're in simpatico, in sync, in step of this table. Tiger will win in 2019, 2020. I think he'll win a couple times. In fact, listen, he's built to win. He has proven physically, mentally, and emotionally, he is all the way back. And yes, he celebrated last season, understandably. The road back to major championship relevance was very, very long, an 11-year gap. But Tiger Woods is built to win, very comfortable. We're all confident that Tiger Woods gets it done. I think he's going to double down and win twice in 1920. We've already mentioned it, the Olympics. Buy or sell that Tiger will find his place in Tokyo and represent the United States as an Olympic athlete.
Sell.
Wow.
I'm selling this one, and this has nothing to do with Tiger's game. It's the respect I give to the other strong Americans that will be in front of him, I think, in the world golf rankings. Justin Thomas, Brooks, DJ, Xander, Kuchar, Cantlay, Finau, Ricky Fowler. He's got to be in front of all but 3 of those players. They're all playing a lot more. They're all capable of getting extraordinarily hot. They're all already right there in the world golf rankings. So it's a tall order, I think, for Tiger to get into the Olympics.
What do you think? You know it's in his focus.
Yeah, I had to think about this one compared to that first question where it was like sell right away. I am going to sell this as well, but it took a little bit of thought. I think the threshold is just so high for the Olympics. There are so many loaded Americans. We're talking about how hard it is to fill out a 12-man President's Cup team. This is the maximum of 4 spots. I think Tiger is going to have the world ranking and the resume. It's just I think there may be 4 Americans in that top 15 ahead of him. And Robert, you already alluded to him. Brooks, JT. We think of guys like Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay, who maybe don't win the majors yet, but they're certainly always in contention, and they're big game hunters. They're stacking world ranking points. I just think Tiger, and what is the motivation going to be here? This is a fascinating question all season. Like, how motivated is this Olympics? Is this a big carrot that he's going to chase?
For someone who's an athlete, who's always viewed himself as an athlete, to be in the ultimate venue and scene and scenario in the Olympic Games, we saw the MGM Resorts, the Challenge, Japan Skins, when Henny Zool asked Tiger, and Tiger's eyes lit up about the potential and the opportunity. Brooks is going to be on that team. Justin Thomas will be on that team. But I'm seeing DJ backing up. I'm seeing Bryson backing up. I'm buying it. Tiger Woods will represent the United States. It's kind of a one final thing on the resume that he hasn't done.
I think he wants it that bad?
I do.
Let me ask you
really
this.
Do.
If I had the Genesis Open trophy here and a gold medal here and said you get to take one of these and the other you will never touch, Tiger,
I think it's the
what
gold.
does he take?
I think it's the gold
he
medal.
takes Genesis
Do
all
you
day.
what? Really?
His hometown?
Oh, that's crazy.
I think he takes Genesis all
Olympic
day.
all time.
That's crazy.
We're talking Eric Heiden, Carl Lewis, Michael Jordan. Michael Phelps.
Michael Jordan, you don't think him as a great Olympian.
I do. But we're talking about someone who won everything. And Tiger has not won.
Except Riviera.
Oh,
I don't
what do you
think
Brendan?
Genesis Open, they play that every year. There's a winner every year. The gold medals every
They don't
4 years.
recognize the Genesis Open in Kazakhstan and India and China.
They recognize Tiger Woods.
The gold medal is recognizable everywhere.
They recognize Tiger Woods in all those countries you just named and all the other ones.
You think if he makes it, he stays in the Olympic Village? You think he slums it and bunks up?
No, he
with,
takes
I
his
think
boat.
the yacht makes it to the shores of Japan. This has been so fun. We do this every day, by the way, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 days a week on Morning Drive. Thanks for catching us on YouTube.